Which is a better bang for your buck? The LEGO Ideas Polaroid camera or the LEGO Retro Camera 3-in-1? Set 31147 versus set 21345. Who wins in a matchup? Now, to decide which one is better for you, the buyer, we are going to list these out and compare them over 5 categories. First one being the price, build time and difficulty, functionality, aesthetic, and overall opinion of my own. Now, I know that last one could be a little biased, but as a person who's used cameras and a photographer and videographer for the last 15 years, I feel like I'm qualified to kind of give my opinion on these. But with that, the LEGO Polaroid camera starts at $80, and the LEGO Creator 3-in-1 comes in at just $20. So just talking about the two, obviously, if you're able to spend $80, I mean, the look of this, it's a great price. That being said, the 3-in-1, you get 3 builds in one package for $20. Now, obviously, the detail on these is not as good, and from my understanding, the TV and the camcorder is definitely the least. The camera is the best build of those. So, from a price point, I'm not gonna lie, $80 is a lot for the Polaroid. I just think it's overpriced. I loved the build, and we'll get all of that later. But because I want to keep it as true as possible to this setup, for the price, we're going with the 3-in-1 camera. $20 versus $80. Number 2, building the Polaroid camera was simple. It came with 516 pieces. It was a very easy build. The internal guts of this thing, you can see it is so colorful, and it made building this so easy. It made finding these pieces easier than you can imagine, and overall just an absolute pleasure to build. I really enjoyed this. It was simple, it was quick. I think overall for 500 pieces, I think it took me about 45 minutes, and it was a fun build, I'm not gonna lie. So 45 minutes, so it's a quick build. It's very easy compared to the 261 piece retro camera, much smaller, half the size, took me the same amount of time to build. One reason being, I feel like LEGO on the more expensive sets definitely put more time into their designs and their instruction manuals compared to the cheaper sets. Now, that's just a theory of mine, just from my experience, but the fact that a set that was half the amount of piece count, taking me the same amount of time because of just the piece usage, and I get 3-in-1s, you have to use specific pieces because you're also constructing other sets. But just the instruction manual, again, there was a few spots in here that it had mistakes that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I was not real happy about that, and it caused me to spend a lot more time. Now, that being said, like for instance, this right here, it's telling you to put a blue piece right there, but the previous step, we already have a blue piece right there. So just things like that that made building this supposedly easy set difficult. Now, that being said, I do enjoy a difficult challenge, but I enjoy when it's difficult because of the build, not difficult because of mess ups in the instructions. So although the 3-in-1 was more difficult compared to the Polaroid and the build times were the same, I'm giving Polaroid the difficulty / build time win, so that makes it 1-1 right now. Number 3, functionality. And this one is one of my favorites. So, I mean, this is a cool camera. As you can see, you can flip it open and you have your film reel. You get 2 of these and you can plop it in, close your camera, and then at the top you have your settings. You've got your shutter, and you've got your aperture, taking your photos. Now, the construction of this functionality, not very detailed. Unfortunately, it's just a little rubber gear in there, not really connected to anything, and you know, not really clicking. You can look through the viewfinder. Let's see if I could get you. There you go. You can see through the viewfinder. But ultimately, it's a display piece. You do get this really cool hand strap, which I'm very happy about. I love that. And it actually seems like it's made of very good quality. But ultimately, the functionality of this camera, not top of the line. However, me being a camera enthusiast, I got the 100-year display. Anytime Lego comes out with a camera, I'm gonna buy it. So functionality with the 3-in-1, not the best. The Polaroid. So the functionality with the Polaroid is very cool. So firstly, you pull down on the front of the camera and you can see it. And that's how you load your film. Because, you know, you got to take a picture. You can hear it click. You can see through the viewfinder as well. Very cool. Sorry, that's my nose. So there's my eye. Very cool. And then, look at that. When you push the button, a Polaroid picture pops out. How cool is that? And you get 3 different pictures with this. And these pictures, I've seen pictures of them before. These pictures are a material that I was not expecting. My son told me this was me. So you get these 3 pictures. You get a man building, well, a Lego man building. You get the Lego house, and then you get a lady Lego woman. So, and there are these materials, very cool. There are 4 stickers on this. There's this Polaroid land camera. There's 1 step. There's the dial for your shutter. And then there's another one that, I don't know why they even did it. It doesn't fall onto the actual build. But there's a ton of printed pieces then as well, like the button. Also on the Polaroid box, Polaroid and Time0 Super Color land film. Those are both printed pieces. So very cool. And it comes with an open slot at the top for you to put your pictures in. So very cool. Functionality goes to the 1-stop, 2-to-1 lead right now for the 1-stop. And then we go to aesthetic. I mean, enough. I don't think I need to dive too deep into the aesthetics. They both look really cool. I'm not cutting on the 3-in-1 by any means. They both look really great. And I look forward to having them up on the camera shelf as well. But from an aesthetic point of view, it's obviously the Polaroid. Yeah, this one looks really cool, and it is a retro camera. And, you know, I mean, it has a great feel and design. But, I mean, the Polaroid is just, it looks great. Absolutely beautiful. So, aesthetic goes to Polaroid. And then, overall opinion. Now, if you've been keeping track, Polaroid is currently up 3-to-1, winning the build time / difficulty, functionality, and aesthetic, whereas the 3-in-1 Creator wins the overall price. And now just for my overall opinion, I mean, like I said, I knew what I was getting with this. I had ideas of what I was getting with this. I mean, in some ways, this did not live up to the hype. I don't think this is an $80 Lego purchase, and that is my honest opinion. I don't talk negatively about Lego ever, but this being $80 is just mind-blowing to me. Yes, it's a cool build. Yes, it was an easy build. Yes, it's got some functionality. It looks great. But for $80, that just blows my mind. And I think we should all be aware that that's the case on this. $80, not cool. $20, fantastic. I mean, absolutely blown away. Even with the possibility of the other two builds not being as cool as this, the fact that it was $20, great. If you're a camera lover, you're definitely going to get this. If you're a new Lego builder, this is a great start. This is a great challenging build, and it's $20. So I mean, that is what it is. So, and again, I know when you compare the price, this is 4 times the price of this, so obviously things are going to be a little bit higher end on this compared to this. But the biggest difference, in my opinion, is obviously that 4x price. However, the downfall to the building construction of the 3-in-1 just killed me. I mean, it's half the pieces. I expected it to take half the time. However, the way and the time and the way and the design of the Polaroid makes the building even easier than the 3-in-1. So honestly, I went into this wanting to choose this. I really like this. I've seen some videos on it, but not a lot. I really wanted to pick this. I was going into this hoping that I could pick this. However, despite the $80 price tag, the Polaroid takes the victory on this. If you're a Lego collector, this is one you need for your collection. It's a great display piece, great functionality, really cool to show off. So I did everything I could to try to weight the scale for this, but I got to stay honest. The Polaroid takes the cake. So in a head-to-head matchup, the Polaroid beats the 3-in-1. I know it sounds like it would be an obvious runaway, but let me tell you, when constructing the both and being as open-minded as possible, it is not a clear cut, in my opinion. I think plenty of people will get the same amount of joy out of this one as people will with the Polaroid. But personally, for me, Polaroid. So hope you enjoyed. This was a little different than something we normally do, but these are 2 sets that came out in 2024, and I've been dying to get them, and I wanted to do a head-to-head comparison. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to us, turn on those notifications, drop a comment below, let me know what you think. Do you like either of them? Do you like both of them? Do you like one or the other better? And if so, why? And have you bought them, or are you planning on buying them? So let me know down below. Thank you so much for your support. As always, stay humble, stay creative, have a great weekend, and we will see you on the next episode.